Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to another random match here on WWE 2K16. This evening we've got for you Kalisto, accompanied by Cara, taking on Neville. And here we go, we're going to see the entrances here. This is the first time I've used both of these guys. I'm a big fan of Kalisto. I used to watch him a lot when he was in the indie scene as Samurai Del Sol. And now here he is, he's finally getting the opportunity he deserves. He's one of the best high flyers I've seen. See him make his entrance there. He's been taking on Neville this evening. This will be a very interesting match. It's an idea that my friend Perry came up with. He wanted to see a lucha style match here. He wants to see a lot of high flyer moves, and we're going to get it here between Neville and Kalisto. Probably two of the best high flyers in WWE at the moment. And of course I have mentioned as well that in our current day roster in the WWE 2K16 universe mode, I'm going to start uploading next week. I am going to bring back a cruiserweight division, and all three of these guys will be heavily involved in that cruiserweight division. Of course, we are going to upload the championship tournaments over this coming week, so be sure to keep an eye out for that one. Neville will be my early favourite to go through and win that cruiserweight championship to start things off with. But there's going to be a lot of competition for him. And we're going to get an idea this evening just how good Kalisto is in singles competition as well. We normally see him in tag team competition. Looking to maybe put Neville into a tag team as well when we get into the universe mode. I know that Jay is giving me quite a few suggestions of things he'd like to see, so I might have a look through those and see if there's anything we can do with Neville. But like I say, I think we're going to have Neville as one of our top stars in the cruiserweight division anyway. I think that championship is just made for him. And the likes of Sami Zayn could even be involved in that cruiserweight championship. I'm not sure if Sami Zayn counts as a cruiserweight on this game, but I'll have a look. I might just do it myself manually and have the people in there that I think are right. People like Heath Slater and that can be involved in the cruiserweight division as well. It's a good way to get Heath Slater on the card. Because I know there are a lot of Heath Slater fans out there, and that's not me trolling. That is a true thing. Heath Slater does have a cult following. You've got to have a soft spot. I always hated Heath Slater until he did that thing on Raw a few years ago where he had all the legends coming in and out. Ever since then, I actually quite liked him. As you see, the referee, you're going to have to break the two guys here and then make a clean break. And that's one of the new things in the game, of course. Everybody on the game has their hidden stats. They're prideful, egotistical, and all that sort of stuff. And if you have a heel and a face in that situation, then chances are the heel would have gone for the cheap shot, but since we've got two faces in this match, two good guys, they make a clean break, and that's good to see. It's good to see that the game does actually change, depend on who's in the match. And it's one thing I have noticed quite a lot recently since I've been recording these matches on 2K16. It does really depend who's in the match. Every single match looks and feels completely different depending on who's in it. This match I can see being a lot more fast-paced, a lot more spots in this one as well, being two high flyers. I've not seen much as yet, a lot of mat wrestling so far, but I'm sure we'll see some springboard moves and some top rope dives and all that sort of stuff as we go further on, which I'm really looking forward to. Neville brings Kalisto back up to his feet, and Kalisto with that jawbreaker. And there's a great kick to the chest there of Neville. And Neville though with a quick jawbreaker again. And Neville's got a lot more to his bow. He's not just high flying, he does have a lot of skill and technical ability as well. So you just see here with that Northern Light suplex. Of course he does like to use that red arrow as a finisher move. And I think in all the time I played 2K16 we had Neville in the main roster. I think we saw the red arrow once maybe. Because on 2K15, the AI seemed a bit scared of going up onto the top rope and using the finishing maneuvers as well. So hopefully this year that's going to be fixed. And I think it is fixed because I've done matches already with Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie Guerrero used his frog splash finisher. I did a match with Jushin Thunder Liger and Tyler Breeze. If you haven't seen that, that was an absolutely fantastic match. You'll have to have a look at that one. And in that match, Jushin Thunder Liger used a shooting star press on Tyler Breeze, and that was incredible, that was. Trip there by Neville on Kalisto. And there's that natural selection style move. Neville now with a front chancery and just pulling Kalisto into the middle of the ring. And again, another Northern Light suplex. And now Neville is going up to the top rope. What does he have planned here? Is he going to go for a very early red arrow? No, he's not. It's going for a moonsault. Beautiful moonsault as well. It's good to see they actually go up there and use the top rope as part of the their offense, and not just going up there because they've got their finishing maneuver or anything like that. So it's good to see that certain people that do have high flying as one of their stats actually do go up there and use it. That's going to make it. It's going to make matches between Neville and other people a lot more entertaining. And like I say, matches between different people are so different. You watch this match here, and you'll see a lot different match to the one I uploaded yesterday between Baron Corbin and Bull Dempsey. That was a lot more slow pace, a lot more power and methodical attacks rather than it being. This match is going to be a lot more fast paced and hopefully a lot more entertaining. Because don't get me wrong, I did enjoy Baron Corbin versus Bull Dempsey, but in a different way to how I'd enjoy this sort of match. I was always a massive fan of the Cruiserweight division. It really annoyed me when they got rid of it. So we are going to bring that back for our current day roster. Just to give, like I say, just to give guys like Neville, Kalisto, Sin Cara, you got Heath Slater, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston. Having all of them there is really going to give them a lot more use on the not so much use, but a lot more relevance on the roster. Rather than just using them here and there randomly every now and again, it means we'll actually use them to put them into these title situations. As Kalisto goes to the pin after that rolling through kick, and it was only for a 2 count on Neville. Now Kalisto again with that head scissors on Neville. But Neville, you see, managing to roll him over and breaks it perfectly. Kalisto with that double spinning heel kick. And Kalisto signaling for something here. Is he looking for the Salida del Sol? The Salida del... No! Oh, what a great reversal that was. Kalisto went for the Salida del Sol and Neville just caught him up and put him down to a power slam. Now Neville with a snap suplex. Kalisto, I was going to say he was perfectly positioned, but maybe Neville looking for a bit more offense before he goes for that red arrow maybe. Kalisto with that snapmare, and now catching Neville with the chin lock here. Now trying to regain a little bit of energy, but Neville's having none of it. Gets back up to his feet, and there's a couple of elbows to Kalisto. And I really must say, I do like this attire on Kalisto. Everything just looks really good, especially the little bit on the back of his mask. He's looking quite good as well. Oh, we're gonna see a dive. We're gonna see a dive. Neville over the top rope, and there's a dive. How amazing was that? And like I say, when we get our Cruiserweight division back in our current day roster, we're gonna see a lot more stuff like that. We're gonna see some very entertaining matches. I'm really looking forward to it now, because they're gonna start trying to do some of these championship tournaments this evening. Probably going to start with doing maybe NXT and then the current day roster as well. Not sure how many I'll be able to get uploaded by the end of this weekend, but I do plan on starting to record the weekly shows next weekend. So write that down in your diaries. Next weekend we will be starting our weekly shows on the Universe mode. Current day rosters will be on a Monday, Global Force on a Tuesday, Ring of Honor on a Wednesday, Retro roster on a Thursday, Attitude on a Friday, then NXT on a Saturday. See Kalisto now the headlock takes Neville along, puts him up against that rope. Neville reversing, they're sending Kalisto. Oh yes, what a beautiful move that is by Kalisto again. I've not seen him use that in WWE. I saw him use that quite a lot of times in the in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla and stuff like that, but it's great to see him have it on this game. It was I'm enjoying this, and I think some of the high-flying Cruiserweight Championship matches we're going to have in our Universe mode are going to be... Can you imagine when we start to put maybe three or four different Cruiserweights in the ring at the same time? That might be a random match we upload. As you see, Kalisto went for the head scissors and Neville reverses into a powerbomb. And I'll tell you what, Perry, if you are watching, then you're getting all the action that you were looking for here. If you're not watching, then don't lie and say you do watch. German suplex by Neville. Bringing Kalisto back up to his feet, but Kalisto just sending Neville down face first into the mat. Looking for a pin. Not quite sure Kalisto's done enough damage to Neville as yet. Oh, but it's only a 2 count. You see Kalisto struggling to get back up to his feet now. Both these guys have expended a lot of energy in this match. Kalisto takes Neville up. Looked like he was going to come up for a power slam, but Neville reversed with that reverse DDT. Now bringing Kalisto back to his feet, but Kalisto fighting back, and there's the uppercut. Now Kalisto locking in that chin lock, probably looking to try and regain a little bit of energy. Like I said, slowing the match down. It's very, very difficult to continue this full pace continuously throughout the match. Neville now bringing Kalisto back up to his feet, and you got to think that Neville must be thinking about going for a red arrow at some point. Kalisto rolling through into that kick to the head. Neville's down. Could that be all? Has Kalisto defeated Neville here? 1, 2. No, so close to a 3 count. Oh, and again, as mentioned about faces and heels earlier on, it looks like Sin Cara, since he's playing a face manager, doesn't seem to be trying to get involved in the match too often, which is quite good. As a Salida del Sol by Kalisto, and again Neville breaks out. How is he doing this? How did Neville survive another big impactful move? A great move there by Neville. Kalisto trying to bring him up, but Neville's playing possum and caught him in that arm drag. Kalisto sending Neville into that far corner. And I think 2K16 is giving us another fantastic match here. Neville reverse Hurricanrana. Kalisto down. Could that be enough? Neville brings Kalisto back into the middle of the ring. Rolls him over into the pin. 1, 2. No, Kalisto kicks out. It seems to be like every single match we do on this ends up being like a WrestleMania main event match. It's amazing. Big spinning punch to the stomach by Kalisto, and he continues with more kicks. There's the snapmare and a boot to the back as well. Kalisto with a pin. 1, 2. So close again to a 3 count, but Neville still in this one just. You see, I'm sure the referee's hand was so close to hitting the mat. Neville now takes Kalisto up in that vertical suplex and drops, and that's a brainbuster. That is by Neville. Now Neville makes his way up onto the top rope. He's not going to go for a red arrow from there, is he? Surely. He does. Red arrow and hits it perfectly into the pin. 1, 2, and 3. What a great victory this has been for Neville. And it really, really makes me very excited about our current day roster's cruiserweight division. And I like the fact that Sin Cara was a manager in this match, but he wasn't really involved that much because, of course, he is a face manager, so he wasn't cheating to try and get the underhanded victory. He was just there, and it does make it a lot. It does make it look a lot better, the game. And yeah, like I say, I'm really looking forward to see what would happen if we do start to put multiple cruiserweights in the ring at the same time, like fatal 4-way matches and stuff like that, just to see if we get more dives and things like that. Really exciting times here on 2K16. I'm really itching to get involved into this universe mode now, but I really need to get everything organised first, get all my cores downloaded and things like that. That was the first attempt at the Salida del Sol by Samurai del Sol, and Neville just power slammed him. And there you see, there's a brainbuster by Neville, and he runs across the ring, up onto the top rope, and some distance, but he still manages to hit a perfect red arrow. Referee again slow getting down, but it was still enough for Neville to pick up the 3 count. What a fantastic victory for Neville. And like I say, if you enjoyed this match, then be sure to keep it out on this channel, because we will be uploading the current day roster Cruiserweight Championship tournament very, very soon. And we're going to see a lot more matches like this. Alright guys, that is the end of this match, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then of course slap that like button. And of course, if you're not already, then obviously subscribe, because we'll be uploading daily 2K16 footage now until well after Christmas. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.